Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, coming at you with an early live stream. So, I want to talk about this because obstacles are temporarily. That's right. It is. It can be temporarily. Now, how temporarily it's going to be, it could be a certain time or certain season or two, in most cases, 3 seasons before you see a breakthrough. It all depends on the situation at hand. And obstacles, there's a lot of obstacles that's going on. It could be financial obstacles, it could be relationship obstacles, it could be many obstacles, right? It could be business obstacles, it could be relationship obstacles, it could be many things. What's up, Forever Studios? What's going on with you, man? Know you out there in the field, man, doing your thing. Shout out to you drivers out there, man. Shout out to you drivers out there that's traveling different states or in state in the local areas doing your thing, man. Salute to you, Forever Studios. This obstacle could be a make or break situation for anybody. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Lost? You out there in the field too, man. Salute to you, Lost. You on the grind too, man. Two of the fellas on the grind, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's talk about it, man. The biggest obstacle for a man, right? The biggest obstacle for a man is a challenge or adversity, right? Challenge and adversity. He goes through challenges in modern terms, adversity, biblical terms, right? It's gonna make you or break you. And you look at their situation and you look at what's going on around you, and it makes you question things, right? It makes you question things a lot. It makes you question things a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna do more content like that. You know what I'm saying, Lost? I will. I'll do more content like that. The live yesterday AM was good. With Don Godito, you coming on the platform. I'm gonna do it with Divinely Artist when he's ready. So hopefully he'll come on later on tonight, and we'll have the show later on tonight, sometime in the evening when he gets in touch with me. And so I was watching this video, because I've been up since early. I was watching this video, contemplating what I was going to talk about, and we're going to talk about that video later on today. In that video, the gentleman was talking about Isaac. I didn't know this, to be honest, that Isaac was in a place, and I can't remember the place, and it was famine. And he didn't have fear. He didn't have doubt because he put trust in the Lord. You remember I talked about the fear mongering that's going on with these actors and actresses, with everything going on in the world. People are in fear, people are in doubt. So Isaac didn't have any lack because he had faith in the Lord. And what I'm noticing is we don't have control over the situation we're currently in. Neither do I. And some people quit, what I'm saying, when they don't know if they're going to have funds. They don't know if they're going to pay their phone bill. They don't know if they're going to pay their responsibilities. You can't be panicking. You can't be scared, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. And when you do get out of your situation, just remember to praise the Lord even more. Because I think when we get what we're supposed to get, at times we have a tendency of not praying to the Lord. And we mostly pray to the Lord when we are lacking or we go through adversity, we pray to the Lord more. So what ends up happening is we let's pray to the Lord when we got everything we need, everything coming in. You know, you're going through plentiful, and you don't have that same conversation with the Lord as to whereas when you didn't have everything and you was going through a season of not making money, not seeing the support you're supposed to get, you go to the Lord more. It happens in, a lot of the times. So just think about that. Let me see what you're saying. Said it's a test to see if you're ready for the next step. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true, lost y'all. That's true. At the same time, I had to learn a lesson, you know what I'm saying, in terms of be mindful of what you say, and you will be tested to see if you are going to stick to what you say. You get what I'm saying? And so yesterday they tried to test me and I passed the test. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about. I went to go get something to eat. I went out to get something to eat. You know, I have to start doing more making food, which I do. It just I just decided to get something to eat because I was just not in the mood to cook, honestly, right? So I said, let me go get something to eat. So I went to this place to get something to eat, and the ladies was coming in, and they was checking me out. Now remember, y'all, I don't have a haircut. I haven't got a haircut in a long time, and the longest I went without a haircut in my life since getting my own haircut. Not with my parents taking me to the barbershop, was 2 months. It's been almost 3 months since I got a haircut, y'all. No cap. And so they checking me out. Now, mind you, y'all know where I stand. I'm not dealing with these chicks in these northern states, right? And so they was checking me out, and they was on point. I mean, if you was to see them, you probably would shoot your shot. I'm like, you know what? No. Because I have to stand on what I say and not get into a situation just because of my situation. You get what I'm saying? So what happens is, fellas, is that it's true. When you're not where you need to be, more women come to you. How many of you, when you had nothing in your pocket, you had more women approaching you or giving you choosing signals? Put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat. Be honest. When you had nothing in your pockets, you got a meal every 2 days, you might get a meal every week, and you had a lot of women checking you out. and you wondering why is they checking you out when you don't have nothing to offer them or for yourself. If you don't have nothing to offer for yourself, what do you have to offer for a woman? So I'm like, okay, now I see what's going on. I'm not I'm not going through this again. I've been through it already. And what ends up happening is when you get back on your feet, then a woman could kick you out, and then you go back to square zero. So I have to be mindful. It's not in fear that I can't talk to a woman. No. I have to look at the situation for what it is. It doesn't make sense. And to me, it's like, why would you want to talk to me? I'm not where I need to be. Where was all this attention that you want to send my way when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do at the time? Okay, so explain what you mean by that, Loss. Explain what you mean by that. That's a good question. I want you to explain what you mean by that. You said, can we be honest, Rollo? When we get opportunity, we be reckless and don't think about doing what's right. Okay, so that's true. You know, that can be true. Yeah, I want you to explain more about that. You bring it up a good point. So explain what you mean by that. Because to me, it doesn't it mean okay, so when I went to Florida, right? I went to Florida with 200. Yeah, I was dealing with a lady. However, I didn't have anything going on. I just got my plane ticket, went there with 200, and then eventually within a month, things started becoming more on point. Then I found something else, and y'all seen the receipts, of certain videos I put back up. And so I didn't get my vehicle, and the relationship was over. And it was more to that, you know what I'm saying? I know it's more to it than that. What I'm trying to get you guys to see is when you are going through adversity, that's when everybody want to be around you. Have you noticed that? You got women want to be around you. You got people want to talk to you more. Where's these same people when you're doing pretty good? They know where to be around. It's silence. Even the woman you could be with is silence. What? Let me explain something to y'all. When you start becoming successful, you be thinking that the woman is going to support you more. It be opposite these days. It's like the woman supports you more and want to be around you and want to be your helpmeet when you don't even have too much going on in your life. I kid you not. Guys, if you knew what was going on in my Instagram, you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. You will be shocked if you knew what was going on in my Instagram. And I'm saying to myself, when I was doing some stuff on my Instagram, you barely say anything to me. Now you checking me out even more? Take to the what? Lead to the what? And so it seemed like this is all to show me where I went wrong in a sense. It's like I'm learning about not getting involved with anybody, and I'm okay to being to myself. I'm okay accepting that. I don't want to be with somebody because I ain't got nothing going on. That don't make no sense. Because then when I got something going on, you're gonna try to kick me out. You're gonna ostracize me again. It just don't make sense, man, for women. I need ladies to tell me, why would you go talk to a man that ain't got nothing going on? We need to have this conversation, ladies. Why would you not want to get with a man that's got stuff going on? What do you want from me? Like, seriously, what do you want from me? It's nothing you could say to tell me otherwise. Oh, I want to help you with your shit. No, 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 you don't. No, you don't. That's a skit. It's a skit. And I know it's a skit because they know I have the talent. And then when they see that they can't control me, they're going to push it in my face. See, if it wasn't for me, Rollo, when you ain't had nothing, I brought you in. And now all of a sudden you making some money and you getting some attention. I don't like that. And that's another thing. Guys, be honest. A woman help you out. You moved in with her. You started getting some attention from other ladies, and she felt some type of way. That happens, guys. When you move in with a woman, man, I did it one time. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the minute you start doing your thing, you get situated, you start having other women showing you attention, she gonna feel some type of way because she gonna be like, hey, wait a second now. Hey, hold on now. You know who you living with, right? So you can't win in that situation, fellas. You can't win. You can't win. So it's like you back to square zero again. Because when she is fed up with you, she gonna let everybody know she fed up with you. And so now with this situation going on, because I know women starting to watch me more. You know what's the crazy part, fellas? You know what's the crazy part with my YouTube scenario? I got more women secretly watching me now within the last month or so. And it was like back in the days. Let me tell y'all something, because y'all don't know the wait the hell of 7 days. That was my other time I was in adversity. When the job let me go, right? My YouTube, wait the hell up 7, I had 1,800 subscribers. You know how many women I had in my channel at that time? Guys, I had women will come in my chat, they'll support me here and there. JP knows about it. Ringo knows about it. Even V. Man Smith, shout out to him because he saw those videos. I used to have a lot of women in my chat. This is before the Manosphere became the Manosphere. This is back in 2017. The Manosphere started to develop in 2018. Late 2017, early 2018, the Manosphere started to be prominent. And at that time, when you had Google Hangouts, or you had Google Hangouts, or you could go live streaming on YouTube. I used to have a lot of women come on the platforms, come in the chat. They were shooting a shot. And some of them may have somebody, some of them may not have somebody. The point is they were shooting a shot. And I was not even on point with my financial situation at all. I'm just a guy on YouTube at the subway stations, y'all. The subway stations. I had no Wi-Fi. And I used to do videos at the subway station, and I had a lot of women in the chat. The minute I started getting into this valet thing, working at the US Open, I started, making some money, started driving again. The next thing you know, the next thing you know, women started feeling some type of way about my situation because they felt like you shouldn't be doing this. What about me, Rollo? So what I'm trying to get you guys to see, they may not be in the chat as much. Yeah, you best to believe they watching. I got an uptick of women watching me now. And I didn't even expect that, to be honest, because it was okay. It's right now is at 20%. That's very high, man. Now I'm not saying women not supposed to watch me. Let's get this correct, fellas. What I'm saying is there's certain women watch me that normally would not watch me is subscribing to my channel. And I believe it's because they know I'm not in the situation I'm supposed to be. So they're kind of curious as to what's going on. That's just in their nature. It's just crazy. And so now when I go out and about, and Zats was on the phone with me, right? Zats was on the phone with me, and this lady was with her son. She was in her late 20s, early 30s. I definitely believe in her late 20s, early 30s. She had her son with her, and she was like, "Hey, where the fish store at?" She was making her move on me, and I just like, let's look on your Google, and you'll find it. And I was like, you go such and such location. However, if you're not sure of where to go, just go on your Google. And she was like, okay. She stood there like she wanted me to get her number. And I said, no, I'm not doing it. And I know what it was. I knew what time it was. I could pick up that she was into me. Her son was there. He was, I would say, about 19 years old. And he, of course, have enough sense to see his mom just hitting on me right in front of him. And it was like he was like, are you going to talk to my moms? Because my mom's is stopping to talk to you. Because I know she had that conversation with him because the way I was talking to him, when you talk to somebody, you in the zone, you pay attention to your surroundings. It's like she came out of nowhere. It was crazy. I was like, what the heck is going on? And then I had to let her know what time it is. Like, I ain't desperate for one. I'm not desperate for one. And for two, I'm figuring out how to get my life back together. And the last thing I need is to have a woman in my life at this particular time. I don't need a woman in my life at this particular time. I want to get things figured out without any distractions because it can be a distraction. Because what's going to happen is, no, let's just say I would have talked to her. She'd be calling my phone a lot. I'm trying to get things situated. She's going to want to see me. She's going to like the place I stay at. She's just going to do what ladies do. Even though I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. It doesn't make no sense. You're supposed to come around when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and then you add on to what I'm doing, then it makes more sense. It doesn't make sense for a man to be with any lady if he ain't got his stuff together. You should not be even thinking about a woman, fellas. If you that guy I'm talking to right now, you ain't got your stuff together, don't even think about a woman. Well, Rollo, other guys that don't have money coming in is doing it. Don't worry about what other guys is doing. Because sooner or later, she gonna get rid of him. Okay? You don't want to be that guy. So make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. When you got your stuff together, you out of that, red line, Then you have a woman come in and see what she about. Let her have her place. You have your place. You meet in the middle. And when you see that she's serious, then y'all work on something together. That's it. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm not even thinking about a woman right now. What I'm thinking about is doing the Lord's work, get my exercise on, focus on my health, deal with the Most High accordingly, focus on my health, get things situated, and then when the time comes, I'll deal with these ladies accordingly. That's it, man. Yeah, that's good, Loss. There's nothing wrong with that. That's nothing wrong with what you just said. You said I'm not worried about the women and want to travel more. Yeah, you should. What about the woman that rock with you when you broke? Man, that's a good question for our studio. Well, we not well, you know what broke is? To me, broke is not it's not when you don't have money. Broke is fear. Broke is fear, y'all. Did you know that? Broke is fear. I'm not broke because broke is fear. Broken heart, that's fear. Rejection is fear. Doubt is fear. So we're not broke. You know what I'm saying? Not me having money in my pocket doesn't mean I'm broke. Because you could go out there and do something to get money. So no, we're not broke. Because if you talk about broke spiritually, that could cause health problems. That's what broke is. That's the devil. The Most High did not intend us to be broke. That's the devil saying, I don't even use that word respectfully because that doesn't sound like God, man. God did not intend us to be broke. What happens is because of fear, it's why people are where they at. So when a woman deals with you when you don't have certain things going on, I don't think she comes from God, honestly, y'all. I honestly don't think she comes from God. I honestly, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I honestly don't think a woman will come in your life if you don't have certain things going on. You don't have your stuff together. It doesn't make sense to me. Where is it in the Bible that a woman was dealing with a man and he had certain things going on in his life in adversity? That doesn't make sense. Because name me anybody you know that stood with a man through adversity. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. They stay with you. You hear the old saying, "Oh, she sees potential." I ain't buying it, man. I ain't buying it. I'm really not buying it. It don't make no sense. Because I've been through that role already. I know that once they see you get attention, unwanted attention, and they it's the reason why you where you at, it could be a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm very cautionary of letting women in my life right now, to be honest. It's not because of fear, it's not because of doubt. It's because I don't want to be tied to anyone right now until my stuff is together. That's it. You know? Let me see. Hold on. You have a point there, Rollo. Let me see what you're saying. Rollo, I gotta combat that topic right there. And he says my ex was being used by Most High to keep me safe during the job of 2020. Okay, let me say this, man. I love this is happening. I love that this is happening. Let me say this. You got to remember one thing. That could be true. At the same time, if these ladies were, if this lady I dealt with or you dealt with at that particular time was to save us, we're not with them now. Why are we not with them now? If they come from the Most High, why are we not with them right now? Is it something you did wrong? Is it something I did wrong? The only thing I did wrong that I know of is I didn't have the money for the car and I didn't get no help. And because of that, we're not together no more. What is it that you did wrong that made her leave you? Lost, y'all. Was it something you did wrong? Because through adversity, a woman's supposed to stay with you, right? A woman's supposed to stay with you through adversity. I'm telling you, they're not going to stay through adversity, man. This is especially 2024. Especially they could get another man. Listen, bro, these ladies could get another man. Man, we got to keep it real as men, bro. When we go through adversity, they could get another man and leave you behind anytime, man. You know? You know what I'm saying? These ladies could leave us right now, man. Anytime, man. It's just what it is, man. You know? Okay, I got you, Lost. That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true, man. Yep. It's just it's just knowing the situation, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he was dealing with other women? Okay. Yeah, that could yeah, especially if he wasn't with her a long time and you was dealing with other women, yeah, that definitely yeah, yeah, that could be a cautionary problem, you know, because you're supposed to build with a woman for a certain amount of time before you get with another woman. I do agree with Ringo on that. And as a man, if you dealing with somebody, you got to make sure you with her for a certain amount of time before you deal with another woman. Having too much women and you just dealt with this woman and she put you on to something, yeah, that could cause a conflict. Yep, in the relationship. Yeah, that could cause a conflict in the relationship. You got to be with her at least 2 to 3 years before you deal with another woman. The way you got to go about it, guys, if you deal with one woman, deal with her for 2 to 3 years, build that bond, and then within that time frame, you might have a child with her, and then learn how to deal with her and that child. And when that time comes, you bring in another woman to help her and that child, and then you build a family with her, and then go from there. In due time. You know, yeah, that's the only way, man. Because if you dealing with one woman and the next month you got another woman, you're not how you gonna deal with another woman? You're not even dealing with this woman. It's like a company. It's like a company. You with one company, and then the next week you with another company. You didn't get. you didn't learn from back then. You don't jump from place to place. You give this place a little bit of time, and then as time goes on, you find something else, and then you add on to it. Add on to your income. That's the same thing with the ladies. Give it time before you do something else. That goes for all of us. Yeah, I know. I know. I got you, lost. Yeah, yeah. So right now, guys, honestly, man, this is the first time that in my life that I'm walking away from a lot of things. If it doesn't work out, I walk away from it. And I don't force situations, because when you force situations, it's going to be more of a problem on you than the people you deal with. You get what I'm saying? What? Let me look, man. Let me set myself up because I'm watching this while I'm laying down. I'm doing a live while I'm laying down, y'all. Let me see. I ain't say he was gonna keep them in our lives. It was just a season to bring us to him. And I was trying to be all the man I could be. I guess the connection wasn't there no more. I was dealing with other women. Okay, I talked about that. He had to use, hold on, he had to use all that BS dealing with them. Also, be a part of his plan, but she was doing stuff that wasn't ladylike. It was kind of a turn off. Yeah, yeah, about reckless spending topic. Okay, let me go up. Hold on. Let me see. Spending. Let me see what you're talking about. Hold on. Let me go. Let me go back up. Lost. Hold on 1 second, man. Hold on 1 second. Retract. Retract what you said. Write it again, brother. I can't go back up further on my phone. I'm on my phone. I can't go back up further. So about reckless spending topic, let me just say this, right? I think I know where you're going. Is you talking about what do you mean by that? Explain it again. Explain it again, Loss. What you need to do is if you could scroll back up and write it down, type it again. You know what I'm saying? If you could do that, because I'm trying to find what you're talking about. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Forever Studios. You in California? You in California, Forever Studios? Let me see something. As a man, obstacles make us stronger, but gotta learn to weather the storm. It's just a thing we gotta learn to deal with. Let me see what the question you're talking. Excuse me, y'all. Let me see what the question you're talking about. Can we be honest, Rollo? When we get opportunities, we be reckless and don't think about doing what's right. I mean, money wise, we don't be responsible with the gift that the Most High is blessing us with. Okay, I got you, Lost. I got you now. All right. when we start getting into money, right? I wouldn't say we reckless because what happens is, I'll give you an example, right? I was making, when the shutdown happened and I was door dashing and New York was closed, right? True story, y'all. I was making, and I was working in warehouse, essential worker, stuff like that. The guy put me on, his name was John, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just say his name was John. He was like, hey, Rob, hey, look, man, I'm doing dashing. I said, what's that? You know what I'm saying? He was like, you need to get into it, get into the DoorDash. And mind you, I'm working at the warehouse, you know, helping the people. And the place was called, I'm trying to think, it's called Food Something. It's a fruit industry. It's fruits and food. So we was helping the people in need for food down there in, you know, Prospect Park area. In that area towards Third Avenue. You know what I'm saying? I call it the Prospect Park District. And so when he told me about it, I got into it, you know what I'm saying? And I left the warehouse eventually because I was making so much dashing at that time. So I was, that's when I was sending money to Jamaica, making sure everything's good. You know the story, y'all. I don't have that place no more. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. I was making sure these ladies was good, that they was not even my ladies to begin with. And I had my lady, but I didn't want her to be over to the house because, it was in Ultra Real. She stays in the Montego Bay. And so the spending reckless, man, we don't spend reckless, guys. Spending reckless is when you spend money on people that don't appreciate, how can I say it? More so, you spend money on people that ain't doing right by the money. If you get what I'm saying, Loss. So if you spend money on women that's not yours, or you spend money on vices that could destroy you, that's reckless. If you buying things that is helping people or helping your family, that's not spending reckless, my friend. But if you spend reckless on women that's not yours, you spend money on vices, that's spending recklessly. Buying stuff for you, your family, and people you support, that's not spending recklessly. You get what I'm saying? So reckless people, they buy things that's harming them or spending it on people that they're not, dealing with. And you have a lot of guys spend money on women's time. You know what I'm saying? So if you're talking about that, yeah, I could agree with that. And then sometimes the Most High, he's like, he don't want you to do certain things and you do it anyway because of free will. Then you get yourself into problems. That's what it is. If you're talking about that, then yeah. So Like me, for instance, I spend money on women that was not my woman. I mean, especially guys. Let me tell you something. Let me keep it real, man. Don't spend money on women that ain't your woman. Yeah, they could work for you. Yeah, you better off giving it to your woman. That's your woman. Let her take care of it. Than spending it on women that's working for you and could use that against you. I learned that lesson. I just didn't want my lady to go from Montego Bay to Ocho Rios and, saying, to watch over my place. It was ladies there that I did my research on, saying? It just so go happen. They just disrespect. And see what happens is, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Ringo said something very important y'all didn't pay attention to. Have your own women's work for you. If you're gonna have ladies on your team, make sure it's your own woman's working for you. Please, fellas, listen, man. Do not hire any woman outside of that. Take that advice from me, man. I think oftentimes a lot of men fail to pay attention. You could say I'm Rollo now. Well, I can't hire no woman outside of. No, hire your own ladies, man. Let your own lady. You'd be surprised because what happens is that's why a lot of companies is falling apart too. They hiring women that's not their women, and then when things go down, you lose everything. I'm telling y'all, man. If Ringo's listening, man, brother, tell me if I'm wrong. Anybody that knows about this, man, tell me if I'm wrong. You guys in the chat, because I'm telling you, man, listen to me. Listen to me well. I learned my lesson about this Jamaica thing. Do not have women that's not yours taking care of your business because they ain't going to care. They are going to run amok on you. You hear me? That's reckless, fam. That's reckless loss. And sometimes men need to hear this because I should not be spending money on a woman that's not mine. If she's not mine, what the heck I'm spending money on her for? That's somebody else's problem. It should not be my problem. And so when I look at all these situations, man, that's why we go through the lesson. There goes Ringo in the building, man. He said, you're not wrong. Only allow your real woman to work for you. If she's not your woman, you're wasting your money and energy. Yeah, I learned my lesson, Ringo. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson, man. I'm glad he's in the building. Salute to Ringo. Because, guys, this is serious, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be this. I learned, man, even as a business, even having a business, I will have couples work for my business. And then the guy would be like, I want my woman to work. I can't come in. You know what I would do when I had my valet business? When the husband could come in and he wanted his woman to work, I didn't let his woman work. You know why? Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you fellas something. Because when you have your woman work for me, she ain't gonna respect you as a man. Ringo is so correct on that polygyny talk yesterday. He is accurate. He is accurate. You can't get in your feelings and your emotions, guys. He's accurate. When your woman goes to work for somebody else, she's not going to respect you at all. That is a fact. That is a fact. Me running a business and the men will tell me their woman wanted to come in And I'm like, yo, if your woman, I told the husband to his face, I said, your woman is not going to respect you because now you ain't working. She's in my face. Do you understand that she don't respect you? In her mind, she's looking at me as her husband because I'm providing her. You supposed to provide for her. That's why you should not be dealing with somebody and helping somebody that is not of you. Now, when it comes to content, if you want to, look out for a sister once in the blue, cool. The thing is, guys, I'm telling you, man, business-wise, make sure your woman is taken care of first and foremost. Not no woman that's not yours, man. I'm looking at it from running a business to seeing men dealing with a woman that's working for somebody else. She's not going to respect you. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you're a billionaire, six-figure guy, or a guy that's doing his thing. Listen to me well. Ringo is speaking facts, man. It's like when she goes to work for somebody else, she's not going to deal with you. She's not going to take care of you in the bedroom. You're going to get sex once a month. And there's a lot of men that is dealing with that right now. They with their one wife. She's working 8 to 12 hours. You talking about you want to get it on with her. If you got kids, especially with her. You're only going to get something from her once a month. You hear me? You got to be the boss. She has to assist you. You got to get it to whereas she could be home and she believes in you. That's the key now. If she don't believe in you, it's not going to work too long. And what we're starting to see in this shift after the eclipse, the Most High is showing us what's real is what's not, guys. And that's why we going through this adversity. We're going through this betterment. And I'm not just trying to be with somebody just to be with somebody. I can't do that, man. It's not happening. It don't make no sense. Forever Studio says, Fire stream by Ringo T Reactions. I know he woke a lot of women up yesterday in a live stream. Yeah, they listening. They listening. The thing, though, is, Forever Studios, is that if they can't control you, they can't be with you. It's a lot of ladies listening to the brothers, man. It's just that they want to have some control. They trying to manipulate the situation. They're not sure what they want. They know what they want. It's just that they want to be number one. Why the man and his woman's cannot be one with God? Why it's got to be about you? See, this is why a lot of relationships goes to turmoil, because you think this woman will listen to a man in the truth that's representing God in Christ, and it's making it about the body of Christ, the body of the Lord. No, they want it to be the body of them, and we're not going to allow that in our households. Men of true polygyny are not going to allow this service in his household. That doesn't make sense. That's not polygyny. And you have a lot of these guys that is messing around with different women, telling you on YouTube that they're in polygyny. Y'all know who they are. It's just crazy how you don't see the embodiment of most of these men, how reckless they are with women. How reckless they are. At least I own up to my own faults. I own up to my mistakes. I learned my lesson. But you have these set individuals telling you that they got their house together. They don't even have their own house together. But they're worrying about what Ringo's doing in his house. And listen, Perfect Mindset, man. Perfect Mindset, dude. You in New York, walking back and forth. It's 90 degrees and you wear this. Oh man, I don't know how these people listen to him and take him serious. Perfect Mindset, dude. I have to talk about this because I saw his recent video and I'm like, this dude. How can y'all take him serious, man? This dude is wearing a hoodie. It's 80 degrees outside in New York. And this dude. And if he works in the warehouse, I get it. It could be cold. Yet it's Did you see the video? This dude was walking in Brooklyn or some Queens area. I don't know. It looks like it's Queens. He probably stay in Queens. And he's walking. He's walking with a hoodie and a coat on. Like I think something's wrong with him, man. Yo, I think something wrong with dude, man. Yeah, Ringo, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness, man. I can't take him serious, man. And the thing about it is, he talked about, he's looking for attention, man. I can't take him serious, man. I can't take nothing what he say serious in face value because Mark the Messenger, he didn't even, this is the thing with Mark the Messenger, right? Mark the Messenger needs to repent. I don't want to hear about, respectfully, everybody goes through something, right? It's not like Ringo disrespect that. That's a lie. And in Perfect Mindset, that's a lie, Perfect Mindset, because if you've been following Ringo 24/7, and when he did the video of Mark the Messenger, he was talking about the disrespect of what he did to the elder born-again Israelites. You're going on your platform lying for attention. And the crazy thing about it is, if you're going to say something, tell the truth. Show your audience. I don't think this dude is capable of editing videos. Tell me what you think, guys. It's so bad with these guys. They come on the camera looking crazy, talking crazy. If you're going to say something, you can't even show the video clip of what Ringo said, which he didn't say anything wrong. He didn't disrespect Mark. Mark disrespects himself. Mark disrespects himself, man. And I have no issues with Mark yet. I have to be truthful. He disrespects himself. So Perfect Mindset, dude, do you know how to edit videos? You talk about men like, it's one thing if you have a disagreement with a guy. It's like you obsess. Now it's not even about the content creator. You literally obsessed with this dude, man. You upset. You obsessed with these men on YouTube. It's crazy. You can't talk about your own experience in life. You can't talk about, because you ain't getting no woman. I'll let you know you ain't getting no woman. Ain't no woman talking to you, Pepe Mindset. You don't, when you talk about relationships, I don't take nothing you say serious. Dude, you have no experience with women. Ain't no woman talking to you. You got a bunch of lonely fans, men watching your platform. I look at your comment section, Pepe Mindset. You got a bunch of lonely fans who can't get women, who don't have a family, and have not ever know what it's like to touch a woman. You guys get upset of what a man talks about a woman. Were you weird? What's wrong with that? What happened to you guys being men and talking about what you would do to a woman? So you this over religious BS. Because if you had a nice, slim, thick woman walking right by that goddamn video of yours, you'd be like, hey fellas, look at that, look at that. But you don't even know what to say to that. Pepe, I think you need to stop gossiping, because at this point you gossiping. You've been gossiping on your channel for what, the past month or so? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Ringo says, talk about me all day for attention. That's the only videos people watch. If you notice, he talks everything. I say out of content's feed is delusional viewers who already hate me. Yeah. Exactly. You didn't make no fun of him. You make no fun of him at all. That's the crazy part. You didn't make no fun of him. And he's only doing that because his viewers is lonely fans men. Lonely fans men. That's who watches his platform. I'm just roasting him at this point. I have no respect for that dude, because if you're going to talk about somebody, come with the receipts. Don't come with your Fifi talk, because Fifi talk ain't going to get you nowhere. He deleted what video, Forever Studios? What video he deleted? If he takes down videos, because he's guilty, and he knows he be, yo man, you can't take no videos down from Ringo. Ringo got videos of everybody. You hear me? Videos you don't even know, okay? So him taking it down ain't gonna stop for Ringo for having it. He's not even worth talking about, because it's like he's playing himself. So him taking it down ain't gonna defeat the purpose. The video is out there somewhere. And we know Ringo got receipts of everybody on YouTube that be on some BS. And that's the crazy part. They won't shout him out. They won't shout him out on his accomplishments. They only trying to downgrade of what he's not doing. That's crazy, sick madness, man. That's evil. How can you downgrade a man of what he's not doing? Or talking about heavy meat. Yo, I'm starting to think these women feel sorry for these dudes. What do you think, guys? You know what, fellas? I'm going to say this. The reason why these women is dealing with Newgrass and some of these other guys on YouTube is because, like I stated earlier, when they know you ain't got nothing going on, they're going to deal with you. If these guys had a backbone, I guarantee you these women won't be with them. You know why? because they starting to be a man. See, women know if they're gonna deal with Ringo, and he speaks for himself. When the ladies see men of men, they know they can't play these games. Of course, they're gonna put it out there. I don't want you because you got a woman and kids. Behind closed doors, they want to get with Ringo. It's just that they know that they can't do the silly games that they doing to the men, some of these guys on YouTube. Do you understand, guys, that some of these women is only with these guys temporarily, unfortunately, even if they have kids with them? They don't take these men serious. It's just that it so happens that they believe these women love them, care about them. But we could see through the videos, it's all BS. And that Mark situation, Mark the Messenger, the elder had enough respect, like Ringo said, because when we was coming up and you talking to an elder, a grown man, no woman, no kids supposed to be around when men are talking. That is a fact. And because of that situation, and he has a big house, so it's no way, if you got an issue with somebody, that you will have your lady listening and your children listening. No. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go in the room, handle your business, and because of those distractions, his emotions show. This is the reason why a lot of men can't deal with actual men, and we've seen it in plain sight. Because you have a lot of people speak the truth, yet when the time comes and it's time to talk to a man, they hide behind the woman and the kids. That's unacceptable, Mark. You know what you was doing. You did a skit, and that was a disrespectful thing you did, man, respectfully. Disrespectful. You pull a skit on the elder. The elder knew what you was doing, and he didn't call you out on it because he know you was going to attack him, and you know he was going to say something that was right. And see, this is what I'm saying. When the Most High want to have that conversation with you as a man, he wants to deal with you directly. Christ wants to deal with you directly. And what happens is you let other people involved, and he don't want other people involved. He want to deal with you as a man directly because he called upon you to do something. It's just crazy, man. And then Peppered Mindset with that video, he don't do no research. He does do no research, man. All he do is gossip, thinking about Ringo all day, thinking about other men all day. And when we look at your fruits, Peppered Mindset, you ain't doing nothing for the community. You're not saving no souls. You don't know about biblical stuff. You're listening to Newgrass, who is the most fear-mongering on YouTube. I mean, the dude is talking about things. It does not add up to who he is. This is another thing, like D. Dowell. They show you all the work they doing. Their fruit sucks. There's no fruit. There's no life in them. And it's like Ringo stated. You got people that's heathens, built skyscrapers, built this, built that. And there's no fruits in them. They have no soul. And what we're starting to see, guys, in all seriousness, Peppered Mindset, the other Gates. Now, I was in Gates' comment section, right? I'll be on the public record. I was on Gates' comment section based on the Ringo and Newbury situation at the time. right? And I talked about the money situation. I knew it had a lot to do with the money situation, even though I didn't have a conversation with Ringo and New Breed at the time, how this New Breed situation is and what I seen. And then Ringo stated what really went down. That's the comment I made. I wasn't being disrespectful about Ringo and New Breed. I seen something wasn't right, at that time. You get what I'm saying? And so these dudes disrespecting polygyny, and they don't even know the definition of polygyny. Gates. You watch my platform too. I know you watch my platform. Listen, dude, you're missing the messages of what Christ said in the law. The law is not done away with. You know the law is not done away with. And the reason why you think polygyny is not manifesting is because of captivity. In every captivity, the men of the Lord always been fruitful and multiply. What is he talking about? What are you talking about? Why are you not talking about on your channel that they're trying to separate the men and the women from doing God's will? Why are you not talking about that? Because you are getting paid by the same entity that you said Esau is the white man. Esau is not the white man, first and foremost. Esau is a so-called black man. And that's another thing with these heresies. They have no fruits. They have nothing to show. They building platforms off of people's names. They build platforms off of people's names saying they're doing the work of God. That's a lie. That is a lie. And what they're going to try to say is, if Ringo doesn't use people's names, he don't get views. Ringo don't have to use names to get views. When he puts the title of people's names, he's acknowledging of who he's talking about and why he's talking about it. That's why he put people's names. You don't have to put people's names to get views. You guys have to put people's names to get views because you know your message sucks. You won't get no views without their names. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. They're not getting, if they talk about other topics, they're not getting views. So for you the guys to disrespect views, it's hilarious to me. So what we on YouTube for? We on YouTube not to get views. We're not on YouTube to get likes and spread the message. Then why are you on the internet for? Take your channel down. If you want to preach the word of God, you can preach the word of God on the internet. At the same time, if you're going to be on point with on your topics, show the people about you. What's going on with you? Because see, what happens is when you talk about set individuals, they got an issue. People talk about me all the time. I'm supposed to be, oh my goodness. Oh, Rollo, they saying this and that about you. And what's your point? That's not going to stop me from speaking what's going on. First, I reacted to the message from the elder who said that he said about MTM. That's how I did about turning to Ringo, making fun of MTM. When I'm reaching to his disrespect to the elder, people slow. Yeah, the dude is slow. The dude is very slow, Ringo, and it's to the point that he doesn't know how to deal with people in real time. He doesn't know how to deal with people in real time. And the only people that listen to him is Lonely Fans Men. Lonely Fans Men only listen to him. When you look at that comment section, it's a bunch of Lonely Fans Men on the internet all day. They're not making no money. And if they are making money, They going to OnlyFans. That's where they going, Ringo. And so is Peppered Mindset. Peppered Mindset, you watch OnlyFans too. I'm calling you out. You the type of dude, if I go to work, you the type of dude that think about women 24/7, even though you haven't touched a woman in a long time. We see right through you, bro. We see right through you. That's why you talk about men and what you think they don't have, because you want to have what they have. You jealous. You jealous. Newgrass is jealous. And all these other guys is jealous because this man is doing what he's doing. You have a problem with it. Instead of just working on yourself to become productive, all you're doing is waiting for a video to talk about him. And then you wonder why no woman is coming to you. No woman is checking for you. No woman is going to deal with you when they see you disrespecting another man who's a family man, who take care of his daughters, who take care of his wife. The man is building his studio, getting down to business. What are you guys doing? On your $50 phone, right? You're on your $50 phone, waving your phone, hey, talk to me. That's what you got going on. No, they're not talking about the elder. They're not talking about MTM disrespecting the elder. Exactly, Ringo. They're not. Because they don't have respect for the elder too. They don't have respect for the elder who is seasoned, who knows the scriptures very well, and the Most High have shown him a lot of things that came to fruition. They have an issue with that because they know they can't have the conversation with the elder, because if they was to go on the elder show, they can't pull off that BS. They'll go run back to their channel and say, oh, the elder offended me. What a bunch of whiner dudes. That's why these ladies will use them and abuse them. And I don't feel sorry for them. If they were to get a woman and she take advantage of him, hey, he get what he deserved. Why? Because when you disrespect the men of the Lord, who's about business, who's about purpose, who don't got time for games, you don't think the Most High will set up them in the trap? Look what happened to Job. Job in fear. They fear of the truth, Ringo. They is fear of the truth because of their insecurities. And you pointed out their insecurities. And they mad at you like a little girl. Instead of owning up to it and being accountable, they call you a bully. They're the ones who's trying to be a bully. And now they getting bullied by their side effects. And it's all coming out. They keep exposing themselves. They keep exposing themselves. It's crazy, man. And they think that that's going to stop you from doing what you're doing. No, you're going to still do what you do because you're in the right of doing what you're doing. That's all. They're going to cry on their channel, get their little views, and people laughing at them. Even the slow people in their chat is laughing at them. They thinking that, oh, these comments, they love me. No, they don't love you, fool. They laughing at you. They don't take these people serious, and that's what we're starting to see. A lot of these men content creators, man, they're a joke. They're a joke. They really are a joke in real time. Outside of talking about what you're doing and a few others is doing, they don't have no real subjects to talk about. They have no experience to share with their audience. They don't have no goods and learning experience to share with their audience. And anybody that watches them is slow. I just look at what they say wrong and call them out on it. When I watch their videos, I don't take what they say serious. I call out what they're doing wrong. and feeding their audience lies. Mature people can see right through them. Immature people that are not right in the brain is thinking that they saying something truth, and it's not. How can you hate a man that provide the best services to the people? How can you hate a man with the support he gives right back to the people? These people ain't giving nothing to their audience. Garbage. How can you give garbage to your audience saying you're saying some truth? This man provides receipts, he shows evidence, and he gives the viewer an opportunity to see what's going on. And they get mad at that? They won't go back to Newgrass or MTM or any of these other yes men content creators and let them know about themselves. That goes to show you who's winning. And that's Ringo, that's Brainwiz, myself. And they see that. They have an issue of men reconcile, moving forward, doing the work of the Lord. They have an issue with that. And then they say why the ladies will watch Ringo. Because the ladies want to watch Ringo. If you want a woman to watch you, talk about something that a woman will be interested in. You have nothing to say for a woman to be interested in you, Peppered Mindset. You know? You have nothing important to say. You don't have no woman want to interview you. Where do you understand how many women wanted to interview Ringo? How many women want to interview Brainwiz? How many women thought about interviewing me in the future? We just do our thing. You get what I'm saying? So I'm starting to notice that you guys get jealous of women being in these chats from time to time. Don't get mad. Do something about it. Do something that's going to make a woman watch you and support you. Why you get upset? Huh? Pepe Mindset? You think by talking about another man, you're going to get women to come to your chat? Let me tell you something. Ringo is seasoned in this. I've been in YouTube a little bit after 2010, doing my sports thing. I knew of the truth. I started talking about the truth later on, about 2016, 2017, because I didn't want to talk about the truth, even though I knew I was an Israelite. It took at least close to a decade for me to start talking about it. Why? Because I wanted to read the book. I wanted to be knowing what I'm talking about. You know how some of these people come in, like Peppered Mindset, he don't know the Bible. D. Dowell even admitted he didn't know the Bible 10 years, 11 years later. Ringo was already embedded through the Christianity. He knew what was wrong. That's why the Most High put it in him to talk about it. 2006. I went to Yogi Bear and some of these churches. I was having fun. I'm keeping it real. I keep it real. I was having fun. I was dealing with different chicks. I was in the world. I didn't care for the word at the time. I listened to it. I didn't care for it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just having fun, being a teenager, going to Yogi Bear. Ringo, you know about Yogi Bear, the church Yogi Bear. Go there on Gates Avenue. Not Gates Avenue. It's on Linden and Grove back in the days. Over by Evergreen. Used to go there, have fun, chop it up with people from other boroughs and stuff, having fun. So when they used to have Bible studies, I went, I listened to it, but I was just putting my hands around women doing my thing. Shoot, I wasn't taking it serious until like 2008. Like I said, I found out I was an Israelite through GMS. That's when I started reading the word. But I wasn't going to go on the internet right away saying this and that until I got self-approved by the Spirit. And then later on, as time went on, then I started talking about the word. So you got these people coming on here saying they're in the truth, yet their fruits tell me otherwise. They're not in the truth. They're just doing this for attention. Going after one man. This is crazy, man. It goes to show you what's going on. Let me get rid of this troll. That's a troll. Hold on, let me get rid of this troll out of here. That language is not normal. Get you out of here. Yeah, when we see some languages, some barrier languages, you got to be careful because they're coming in disrespecting Christ. Yeah, so he said, even the people which comment are slow, they all saying, accusing me of making fun of MTM. They make up stories for views. Notice they're not talking about the elder or the MTM disrespect. Right. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Forever Studio stated the first video he made, it was called My Message to New Breed. Once Ringo TV Reaction exposed New Breed for playing his private messages. Yeah. He deleted that video because Newgrass told him to delete that video. Newgrass tell him what to do. He's under that guy of Newgrass. Because you know what's funny? When Newgrass decided to say go to his channel, that's when he attacked Ringo even more. If you notice what Pepe mindset, right? Peep the game, y'all. When Newgrass, demonic Newgrass, decided to say go check out his channel, his small channel, right? That's when he decided to attack Ringo more with false narratives. When he was going at Newgrass, right? It was like he wasn't going in on him like he's going in on Ringo. And the reason why he's going in on Ringo more, because he doesn't know about business. He doesn't know about helping a brother. He doesn't know nothing about that. All he know is take, lie, lie. You know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. So what people going to say is, well, you was around the set individual. Yeah, only 2 times. 2 times. Ringo met him the first time. You know what I'm saying? And so you can't hold that against us. Pepe mindset. You like to be around losers. You believe in losers than truth. And Gates, you too. You believe in losers than truth. Y'all guys hate men who are men. You wanna use Paul's doctrine. Paul even stated something in the effect of, I wish men were like me. Yet if you're not, and I'm paraphrasing, burn. I would rather you be with a woman or women's than burn. You get what I'm saying? So like, no woman is going to respect a man who's solely focused on her, knowing she has the time of the month. If you have children with her, she's going to attend to the children, and she knows you have needs. Why would she be selfish? So you telling me, Gates, that the Most High wants to be in monogamy? No, he does not. No, he does not. If that was the case, why is there more women on the planet? Pepe mindset. Why is there one more woman on the planet? Why you guys are not talking about the evil that these men are doing to the women, having children by these women and leaving them to the wayside? Yet you got a problem with a man that's responsible for his children and his daughters and having opportunities with other women, which is none of our business. That's his business with the Lord. Yet and still, y'all have an issue with that. Yet you got a bunch of evil men procreating with these women. Stop it, man. I can't take you guys serious, man. I can't take you dudes serious, respectfully, man. It's like, what? And so what's happening is all this confusion is going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed, and they're going to be, the Most High ain't going to deal with them, because polygyny is not done away with. What has to happen is you have to have a boundary, you have to have leadership, and you have to have order. You have to deal with somebody for a certain amount of time, build a family with that person, and in due time, bring in another person that is down with what's going on. They have their room, she has her room, the kids have their room, and you have a place for them set up. Not separate places. You get what I'm saying? You're not supposed to have separate places. So if you have one lady, you have children, then you expand as time goes on as a man. You make sure everything, you start saving, do what you need to do, and then you go to the next step. And then eventually, as time goes on, another woman comes in during that time frame, and y'all expand your business. That's how it's supposed to be. So polygyny is not done away with. I don't want to hear it is. If you want to know about polygyny, go listen to Ringo and go listen to the other brother. I forget his name, respectfully. And those are the pioneers of bringing in what polygyny is. I'm just looking at it like these other men, they don't even they don't have a clue. You know what I'm saying? They have no clue. And what's going on, lifestyle? Lost says, laughing aloud, y'all had me laughing at work about dude got a sweater and a jacket in 90 degrees. Yeah, man. That dude's sad, man. That dude is sad for real, man. He's sad for real, man. It's crazy, Lost. I don't know how people take him serious. It's only Lonely Fans dudes that comment in his comment section, man, for real. And so he did another lie on Ringo. He did another lie, man. Another lie. Yeah. I think dude is taking something too. I think he's on something. Honestly speaking, I do believe he's on something, guys. I do believe he's on something. He's definitely on something, because it's not normal. It's not normal. You know? So yeah. Definitely, y'all. This has been a good one. We've been on for about an hour and 34 minutes. Salute to everybody tuning into the show. Yeah, Ringo, all the people in his comment have mental issues. They flock together. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And so they doing what they doing because they believe that it's going to help them find love. Let me tell you guys something. No woman in her right mind is going to watch your platform and you talking about something that is not adding up to the conversation. Puppet mindset, Ringo, you would think these guys will have enough sense to show where you went wrong. They know you didn't go wrong. And because they know you're not wrong, they have to come on and make a lie. Even Newgrass. And what's happening is they thought they could control the narrative, even on the internet. You can't control what's going on in the internet, meaning the truth will outweigh your dead weight. Ladies, one thing about ladies, fellas, is that eventually they're going to realize a lot of men is lying, and they're going to look at what you're doing, and they're going to end up being with you. How many of you guys could testify to this story? Tell me if you could testify to this. Let's say the woman heard bad rumors about you, right? At the workplace or in your neighborhood. And she goes and see for herself. She does investigation, right? Let's say a woman have a thing for you and she talked to other women, right? And she hear the guys, because these ninjas love to lie. Oh, be careful with Rollo. Be careful with Ringo. Be careful with such and such. And so you know what a smart woman would do? She would go investigate herself. And when she realized that the dudes are lying, you know why the dudes lie? Because they want to get with her. How many of you could testify to that? How many of you guys had a woman came to you and said, I heard such and such about you, and as she got to know you, that's not true, and she end up being with you, and when she end up being with you, them dudes plotted to set you up so y'all could separate. Be honest. Because when I had a chick, right, I was dealing with back then in the world, and she was told that I don't know how to take care of a woman, right? She was told that from these guys who were jealous of me, of the money I was making in Wall Street at the time. You know what I'm saying? And so they was paying her ear. Hey, you shouldn't get with him. He don't know how to take care of a woman. He's selfish. So she came up to me. She was like, hey, Rollo. I was like, yes, how you doing? She's like, I want to talk to you about something. I said, okay, cool. She was like, all right, I heard you selfish. And I'm like, how's I'm selfish? Selfish about what? Where you getting this from? She was like, such and such. She said, let me tell you something. Just watch by my actions that I'm not selfish. We're gonna get to know each other. Like we're gonna get to know each other. And eventually you see if I am or not. And so we just chilling, just chilling. And then eventually I would take her out, you know what I'm saying? Because she would show me certain things. The only thing with her is that she saw that they lied. The thing is, well, at that time, I was like, look, there's certain things I want you to do. And I'm telling you this because your homegirls, I said, you talk about the guys, and I was saying your homegirls is jealous of our relationship. And they're going to be the ones who going to end up breaking up the relationship because you're telling me about the guys. How about your homegirls? Because when she introduced me to her homegirls, she asked my honest opinion. And I say, hey, they're not happy we together. She said, no. They are happy. I said, no, they not. I said, you asked for my honest opinion. And she was like, why would you say that? I know them a long time. I said, I get that. I'm telling you, they jealous because they're not happy in their situation. I said, you're going to see for yourself. I told you one time. And so when she brought her friend over to the house, that I had at the time. She went to go take care of some errands. I said, you need to take your friend with you. I don't want to be with her by myself. She said, why? I said, because she's going to try to make a move on me. And she didn't believe me. And I knew her friend had a man. So what happened? I had it to where as I had it on record, just in case. And I told her man, I said, yo, I'm letting you know right now, your woman made a move on me. And because I told her man, she said, you disrespected my homegirl. I said, you need to listen to this tape, what she was trying to do. I said I had to protect myself. First and foremost, I work for Goldman Sachs. She works for Wall Street. I'm dealing with a chick that works for Wall Street. And you got to understand something. When you in that type of environment, if you're not careful, there could be some, lawsuits and all that. And you have the right to record in New York. So I'm defending myself just in case, because this guy she was dealing with was a police officer. Okay? Her husband was a police officer. I was not comfortable of the situation. It was like a setup. Do I believe he knew about it? Of course he knew about it. At the same time, I'm defending myself because you never know with these jokers, man. And so I say this to say, guys, people don't want to hear the truth. Puppet mindset don't want to hear the truth. Gates don't want to hear the truth. When you one-sided, I can't trust you. I would rather deal with somebody that is honest, truthful, and not one-side track. You get what I'm saying? And so what we're starting to see is they want us to say Ringo's the boogeyman. How's he the boogeyman? No, you the boogeyman. Because your track records say otherwise. And that's what we're seeing right now. Law says, yep, hood issues, people make things up, cop blocking, weak dudes, stuff like all that to try. No, this is not, it's not only people in the hood though, Lost. You got rich folks do the same thing. You got rich folks, you got middle class, don't matter. The lady I was dealing with was not in the hood. She was a sister, that was doing pretty good for herself. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. The women from the hood are more reasonable than the women who have money coming in. Let me tell you why, guys. A woman with money are more crazier than the woman in the hood. Now, that's just not to say the women in the hood don't have their stuff with them. From my perspective, women in the hood show me nothing but love. They just what it is that they couldn't control me. That's all it is. I had no issues with women's in the hood. Women's in the hood show me love because I kept it real. And they respect that I was honest, I was transparent, I wasn't sugarcoating it with them, I wasn't faking it with them. And so they would make sure I'm good from time to time. And the dudes in the hood had respect. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to deal with chicks in the hood and I used to come see them, and they knew who I were because they wanted to get with her. You know how that goes, Lost. At the same time, them dudes in the hood respect me enough to say, yo, that's raw, let him be. Went to the elevator, seen Shorty. Shorty even knew that them dudes wanted her. At the same time, when they see me come through, they had respect for me. Why? Because I didn't disrespect them and I didn't disrespect her. The thing with a lot of these chicks with some money, they be very disrespectful, Lost. Some of them be very disrespectful. And they ish on the women in the hood. And I had to tell Shorty, because when we went to the hood, she was like, why we going to the hood? I said, we getting something to eat. She like, why we can't go to, I said, listen, we're going to go where I want to go. I want to get some food at the Jamaican spot in the hood. Why? Because they had good food. So she had an issue with that. It was little things like that that irritated me. I said, you're not appreciative of me supporting who I want to support. I don't want to support a high establishment today. I want to get food in the hood because I love to support my people. I don't forget where I come from. So there's little things like that because some people that come into money don't realize that they family or generations before started from the ground. And they think that, something's wrong going in the hood. No, it's nothing wrong going in the hood, man. I'm cautionary wherever I go. So it is what it is with that, man. But not in this situation, it was not a hood chick. You know what I'm saying? Hood chick's been good to me, man. Some of the brothers in the truth met their ladies in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And they've been with them a long time. Yo, what's the crazy part? Guys in the hood have longer relationships with their women than guys who are rich and successful. Can we be honest with that, gentlemen? Can we be honest with that in the chat? You got brothers in the hood, whether they're in the truth or not, whether they know of God or not, been with their woman for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of them got baby moms. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the baby moms thing or baby father thing. At the same time, I notice people in the hood, man, they've been with their girls since the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. Okay? Got children with her. She holding him down. And they doing their thing, whether they in the truth or not. You got a lot of rich people are miserable, y'all. You got a lot of rich people miserable. 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 They in these big homes. I mean, big mansions, and they miserable. Look at D Dower, miserable. Newgrass, miserable. Miserable actors and actress Israelites, miserable. They got all these things going on, yet they worrying about what Ringo has, what I got going on, what brainwaves or born again Israelites got going on. You know what I'm saying? Yet they're not happy with their lives. Pepik mindset, he not happy with his life. Gates is not happy with his life. Smooth is not happy with his life. All these men on the internet is not happy with their lives. Because if they were, they would show by their fruits. And their fruits is not normal. And so, yeah, man, shout out to the people in the hood that's still holding it down with their women or move out the hood, holding it down with their woman. That's what you want to see, man. That's what you want to see. Because there's a lot of fake relationships, man. It's a lot of fake relationships on the internet, and I don't got time to watch them because I could see right through it. As a man, I've been seeing it for a long time, guys. And even Ringo talk about it. There's a lot of fake relationships on YouTube, man. A lot of it. And they put on a good front, you know what I'm saying? And so we're going to talk about that because you have this doctor. What's her face? I don't know. Ringo probably know what I'm talking about. She was on Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. And you got a lot of these women talking about it. And it's hilarious. And some of these guys too. My thing is the doctor, I forget the doctor's name. She called herself a doctor. And she was talking about Nick Cannon in Cam Newton's situation. And I'm saying to myself, when she got on Cam Newton's show, somebody pointed it out, man. She full of crap, man. If behind closed doors, she will get with Cam Newton or Nick Cannon. She's talking about how these women is this and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, woman, you know you would get with Nick Cannon and or Cam Newton behind closed doors. If they was to say they had interest in you, you will stop talking about being a doctor. And the same women's that have an issue with Nick Cannon and what he's doing and what Cam Newton and what he's doing currently, if they call you right now, you will answer that phone and jump hippity scott to where they at. You can't make this up, y'all. And that's the same thing with the brothers and the truth. They tell you one thing, fellas, believe me when I tell you, man. It's a whole different ball game. I'm telling you, it's a whole different ball game. You best to believe it. You best to believe it. Oh, man. I'm telling you, man. I forget her name. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm definitely gonna talk about that during the week. That's a trending topic, you know what I'm saying? It's something very interesting to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show. I'm gonna get on out of here, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Ringo for the support on the Cash App. And who else supported the Cash App? If you supported the Cash App, put a 5 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? The only one I seen went through is Ringo. So salute to him. If you supported the Cash App, put a 5 in the chat. Let me know that you did, because I'm not near my computer. And so shout out to him. If you did, I'll check it out. I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm already up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I was lying down during this topic, you know. Yeah. Had the phone down, man. Do this early live stream, motivation. So I appreciate y'all for liking the video, sharing the video. Check out my recent video if you haven't already. I'm looking forward to your comments on that. That was a great testimony. And the interview with Don Cadito, if you want to check it out too. So to the mods in the chat, thank you all for participating. And I'll see y'all later on. And if Ringo, he'll be on later on today, of course. And Brainwaves, I'll see y'all about over there. You know, I'm going to get myself together, get situated, go out and exercise. And I'll be looking forward to future content coming out from the brothers and some of the ladies I watch. Y'all take it easy and peace.